would be a way to honor Sister Shivani's time in Toronto. Sorry, I'm from Montreal, so here, just what we want to also invite you to do is to really take time to listen to her carefully today and tomorrow. If you cannot come tomorrow for the program, I know it's already sold out, but maybe there's a few more tickets. It's good to listen to the two presentations today and tomorrow because they are in a sequence, in a learning experience. And as you know, we can listen to a lot of words, but what do we do with those words? How we transform those words? And we know Sister Shivani is an expert in giving us practical ideas on how to implement in our life those thoughts. So I'd like to invite you all to pay attention to the lecture tonight, to listen to it again, to share it with your friends, and to listen to the lecture she's going to give tomorrow, which will be a little bit the continuation of what she's going to share with us today. You can access it via YouTube, via live stream, and also on the network live stream. So without any more delay, I'd like to just graciously honor Sister Shivani with us, and thank you again for sharing all your jewels with us. Welcome, Sister Shivani.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti. At the Brahma Kumaris, when we meet each other, we greet each other saying Om Shanti. It means I am a peaceful being. So every time we greet each other saying Om Shanti, we're reminding ourselves and reminding the other person, I am a peaceful being. तो एक बार फिर से Om Shanti. Let's take a minute of silence. Close your eyes for a minute and just bring a picture on the screen of your mind. I, the yogi, what would it be? Yogi life. Just look at your life and just see how it would be. Morning to night. At home, at work, doing business, yogi life. Just feel the difference between the present life and a yogi life. Every thought, word, behavior of a yogi. The food that I eat of a yogi, the money I earn like a yogi, yogi life. Om Shanti. We just heard from Revered Swamiji and his last blessing as he was leaving his last blessing for all of us was, he said, you have to become a yogi. ऐसा कहा ना? He said, you have to become a yogi. And he also explained it's not about an hour or two of yoga in the morning, but a yogi lifestyle. In Hindi, there are two words. One is yogi and the other word is bhogi. Do you know what is a bhogi? मालूम है भोगी कौन होता है? एक है योगी, दूसरा है भोगी. भोगी मतलब जो भोगता है, सफर करता है, दुखी होता है, परेशान होता है. So one is bhogi, the one who suffers, and the other is yogi. Now I need to ask myself, what is my present life? Am I a yogi? Or am I suffering pain, stress, anxiety, anger, suffering, bhogi? What is our life today? Yogi or bhogi? कौन सी जीवन है? आंसर दो. कौन सी जीवन है? Or हाँ, very true. That's the right answer. Sometimes yogi, sometimes bhogi. And now from sometimes yogi, sometimes bhogi, we are going to shift to always yogi. Always yogi. Yogi stands for happiness, health and harmony. Bhogi stands for stress, anxiety, pain, disease, conflict, different life. Every thought I create, please look at yourself. This is very important. What is yoga? Like we just heard, yoga means connection, union, जोड़ना, yoga. किसका किससे connection? When we say the word connection, that means there will have to be two entities, connection between two. So who are the two entities between which there is yoga? Connection between who and who? So it is I the being, the energy. Different words, consciousness, light, spirit, soul, power, atma, words are different. I the energy. I the creator of every thought. आवाज नहीं आ रही? पीछे आवाज आ रही है? कितना इंटरेस्टिंग होता है ना? नहीं आ रही है फिर भी बोलते हाँ नहीं आ रही है. कैसे आई आवाज के नहीं आ रही है? दूर करने से कैसे आएगी? उस पे जाओ. Should I stand on that? Ask him.
You want to close the key of now?
अब आ रही है? Yoga means connection between two. I the being, creator of every thought. Now, you are going to answer this. Every thought I create, who is the first thing that gets influenced by that thought? I create a thought. Who's the first thing that gets affected by that thought? the mind, which means as will be my thought, so will be my feeling. If you enter this hall and you create a thought, beautiful hall, you feel nice. You look at these flowers and you create a thought, beautiful flowers, you feel nice. You enter the hall and you say, not very clean, you don't feel nice. So as will be the thought, so will be the feeling. So the first connection, that is the first yoga, is between I and the mind. The first connection is I with the self. So as will be my thought, so will be my feeling. Second, my every thought will reach. Second, my every thought will radiate to my every cell of the body. So my second yoga is between I and my body. Third, my every thought will reach to people for whom they were created. So my third yoga, third connection is between I and people, relationship. Fourth connection, every thought I create radiates into the universe. So my fourth yoga is with the environment, Prakriti, universe. Char Yoga. I with myself, I with my body, I with people, and I with the universe. If my thought is not right, all four will get affected. If my thought is not right, all four will get affected. First, stress, anger, pain. Second, disease. Third, conflict. Fourth, Vatavaran, environment. Now, if I want happiness, health, harmony, and heaven on earth, I have to change my thought. How many thoughts in the whole day? Science says around 80,000 thoughts every day. 80,000 thoughts we are creating every day, and those 80,000 thoughts are in yoga with myself, with my body, with people, and with the universe. Ready to change those 80,000 thoughts? Ready to change? How many of you experience stress, anger once in a while? क्या हुआ? हंसी क्यों आई? योगी जीवन, yogi lifestyle. Even if it was every day till we came here, today we are going to change that, because that's the true meaning of celebrating Yoga Day. So that then it is not Yoga Day, but it is yogi life. The world will celebrate it for a day, and Toronto will celebrate it not a day. It will otherwise become just like a day. Mother's Day, Father's Day, Friend's Day, Yoga Day. It's lifestyle. Now this four yoga is not of a very good quality today, because the fifth yoga is missing, which is the connection between I and the Supreme Power. The highest yoga, the Raj Yoga. So in order to be able to change my quality of thoughts, I need to connect with that Supreme Power. Now, what is the source of my thoughts? And is it possible for me to change my thought? Whenever we get angry or experience stress or any of the negative emotions, we always put our finger outside and say, it was because of, right? गुस्सा आया because of, tension हुई because of, if I'm happy also it is because of. So everything that I'm feeling here seems to be because of something outside. Is this true? Is it true? Is it true? The feeling, the thought is getting created here, and we are saying it's because of something outside. And when we say that, we are handing over the entire power of our life to somebody else, and we're giving them a remote control and saying, control me. Say one nice word and I'll be happy. Say one wrong word and I'll sulk. Say two wrong words and I'll cry. Then say sorry, I will be happy. Everything is happening from there. Have you ever stood in front of somebody and looked at them waiting for the sorry? You wait for them to say sorry, and we look at them like that. Sorry, bolo, sorry, sorry. I'm not going to be happy till you say sorry. Why? Because you are the one who caused me pain. So you will have to apologize for me to feel good. Everything is there. Nothing in my control. This is bhogi life. Nothing in my control. And yogi life means every thought I create, irrespective of what is the stimulus, what is people's behavior, and whatever is the situation, my every thought is my choice. So one is the life of a victim, nothing in my control. The other is a life of a master, everything in my control. Within the next few minutes, we are going to shift from victim to master. Ready? Ready? Close your eyes. And bring forth on the screen of your mind the last time you got angry. Bring the scene there. Look at the entire scene. Look at all the people involved in the scene. What did they do? What was the situation like? And how did I react? And see yourself reacting that way. Same scene, everything else same. I get a chance to play my scene a different way. Look at yourself playing it a different way. Everything else is same. People are same, their mistakes are same, situation is same. Only I am doing it a different way. And see the other options you have. And see yourself doing it a different way. I, the yogi, same scene. And ask yourself a very important question. Is this option possible? Please nod your head, yes or no. Yes? Second question. Can I do it this way the next time the scene comes there? Yes? Nod your head, yes or no? Yes? Okay, open your eyes. Would anybody share what did you see? What was the different option that you used? ओ अभी अभी, अच्छा अच्छा, ओहो, अंदर ही नहीं आने दे रहे थे। क्या किया? हाँ, टिकट भी था तो भी नहीं आने दिया। तो ऑप्शन क्या था? एक है कि हम जगह के रूल फॉलो करें और एक है अगर हम जीवन के रूल फॉलो करें। इफ वी फॉलो द रूल्स ऑफ लाइफ तो भी हम आराम से अंदर आ जाते ना। What are the other options we had? Last time we used anger. What's the other option we had? How could we do the scene differently? Satish ji, what option did you have? Did you get angry today organizing this event? No, you're a low yogi lifestyle, huh? Anybody, what's the other option we had? Walk away. We cannot walk away from situations. The situation could be our children, the situation could be our workplace, we have to get work done, we have to get children to be disciplined. We cannot walk away always. Any other option? Understand them. Handle with patience. And what else? Calmly handle the situation. Okay. Now, same situation, two different people will face the same situation in a different way. Yes? किसी को थोड़ा गुस्सा आएगा, किसी को ज्यादा आएगा, किसी को बहुत आएगा, किसी को बिल्कुल नहीं आएगा. So is it the situation which is the creator of the anger, or is it I who is the creator of the anger? हमने गुस्सा किया या सिक्योरिटी गार्ड ने गुस्सा दिला दिया? This is victim and master. Because if I'm living the life of a victim, I will say, he did that, so obviously I had to get angry. And then we don't even use the vocabulary of option. We say, naturally I'll get angry. And friends and families surrounding us will say, obviously. And when we say, obviously I'll get angry, naturally I'll get angry, I'm telling myself there's no other option. And then my mind is learning that, and then it is doing that every time, and very soon living life that way becomes a habit. Hindi word, sanskar. तो फिर गुस्सा करना हमारा संस्कार बन जाता है. And once it becomes my sanskar, I have to do nothing. Sanskars do everything on their own, automatic. Yoga means the ability to be able to change my sanskar. Because if I change my sanskar, then my sansar, the world will change. The sanskars that we create today have created a world called Kali Yuga. If we change our sanskars, together we are going to create Satyug. So yoga has the power to change the world from Kali Yuga to Satyug. That is the power of yoga. Yoga is not just for health. Yoga is to change the world, because yoga will change sanskar and sanskar will change the sansar. So that's the power of yoga. Why do we get angry? गुस्सा क्यों आता है? क्यों आता है? When situations and people are not my way. Let's look at the programming that we've done inside. When situations and people are not my way, I have taught my mind getting angry is okay. It's normal. I know the reality that situations and people cannot always be my way. So it's time to change the programming of the mind. That situation and people will not be my way, but I am going to be my way. Right? Right? Do you see these lovely flowers here? Everyone can see the flowers here? Yes? How many of you like these flowers? Pretty? Beautiful? I don't like them. Is it okay? Is it okay? Yes? Sure? I'm not weird? Is it okay that I don't like these flowers? Yes? Yes? Who's right? You or me? Who's right? You or me? दोनों right है. थोड़ा ज़्यादा right कौन है? थोड़ा ज़्यादा right कौन है? जितने प्यार से हम अभी कह रहे हैं both are right. Why are we saying both are right? Because we understand your choice, my choice is different. So the word is, it's different. But if the same thing had to happen at home, we would have said, I am right, you are wrong, and they would have said, I am right, you are wrong, and we would have had a nice little fight early morning Sunday. That's the only reason we create anger, because we're not able to see that different souls are going to carry different sanskars. And any sanskar which is the same as me, we say right. For all the other sanskars, we say wrong, and we try to change other people's sanskars. Spirituality, Raj Yoga, teaches us the journey of the soul. We understand, I the being. Satishji, how old? I didn't ask his wife, I asked him. 12 years? How, 12 years? Just guess. No, I'm not guessing. You have to tell me your age. Huh? No, you tell me age. How old? 48. Okay, now let's see how this works. How old is the lovely blue jacket that you're wearing? How old is the blue jacket you're wearing? How old? How old? 2 years. Now see this. The jacket that he's wearing, 2 years. And 48? 48? 48 is the age of the dress he's wearing below the jacket. So we wear 2 costumes. One costume we wear for a little longer period, and the other costumes we change over that every day. So this is 2 years old and this is 48 years old. How old am I? Ask yourself. How old am I? 48 years in this costume. Before this, 100 years in another costume. Before that, 100 years in another costume, and another costume, and another costume. 2, 3, 5,000 years. Journey of the soul, long. Can any 2 souls have the same experiences? Same sanskars? Possible? And yet we look at each other and say, how can you be like this? Soul with sanskars is like a CD with songs. 48 years in this costume CD, different songs. 100 years before that, different songs. 100 years before that, different songs. Look at 2 CDs with different songs. And one day, 2 CDs got married. And you saw what started happening? And they looked at each other and say, how can you be like this? And the other person said, how can you be like this? Because we thought only those songs which are there on my CD are right and the other ones are wrong. And then starts a journey of trying to copy our songs onto their CD. And while we both were trying to do that, copy our songs onto the other CD, we had a third CD into our family. Yes? Yes, this is very important. And for 9 months, both of us were thinking we were going to get a blank CD. And we will write the songs of our choice on that CD. And I'm sure none of you got a blank CD. Anyone got a blank CD? No. That soul came with their whole list of sanskars. Some of the songs on their CD were similar to us, but most of the songs on their CD were completely different. Those of you who have 2 children or more, you will see how different your children are. Even though they are to the same parents, in the same family, in the same environment, same school, same friends, everything, and yet 2 children are so different. Why? Past sanskars, past songs on the CD, completely different. When our children cannot carry the same sanskars as us, how can everybody else carry the same sanskars as us? How is it possible? How is it possible? And then we look at people and say, my child should be like this, my spouse should be like this, my colleague should be like this. Compassion, yogi will always remember soul on a journey. Long journey, different sanskars, not right and wrong, different. Now one soul could have a sanskar of trust. Another soul could have a sanskar of doubt. Hota hai aisa? Yeah. So the one who has the sanskar of trust will look at the other CD and say, I don't know how you can doubt everybody like this. And the one with doubt will look at the CD and say, how can you trust everyone like this? One CD has the sanskar of coming everywhere on time. One CD has a sanskar, try however hard, will accurately come late every time. These are different sanskars, created in many lifetimes, different experiences. This is yogi life. Yogi means the one who knows that I am not a body or a relationship, I am a soul and the other person is a soul on a journey. Bhogi life we will say, my child. Yogi life will say, a soul playing the role of my child now. Different. When children carry different sanskars, sometimes it's very difficult for parents to understand that sanskar. I have seen parents who are so shocked by the sanskar of their children, they say, this can't be my child. How can this be mine? Because sometimes it's completely different. It's because your child only in this costume. Before this, before this, before this. Few years back, there was an earthquake in Nepal. A lot of people left the body. About 25,000 people who went through the trauma had to go through counseling for many, many years after that. Post-stress trauma. Just think, what about the souls who left the body in that earthquake? And then they took a new costume and became a baby in your house. What would be the sanskar of that baby who's just seen an earthquake and come? What would be the sanskar of that child? What would be the sanskar of that child? Can you visualize? Pain, fear, would not leave family. I met a 10-year-old boy in a program, and after the program he comes to me and he says, "Sister, I'm not a nice boy." I said, "Why?" He said, "I always keep thinking my mummy papa will die." And he was so troubled inside because he thought it was horrible of him to think like that. I said, "Do you think like this about other people?" He said, "Yeah, sometimes, but mostly I think my mummy papa will die." Now why would that soul think like that? Because somewhere in the past, the soul has seen something and come. But if we are not understanding that this is a soul on a journey, we are going to ridicule this behavior. We are going to criticize this behavior. Look at yourself whenever you've criticized somebody for their sanskars. Do we criticize people for their sanskars? Yes? Yes? Especially children. And we not only criticize them, we compare them with other souls and say, "Look at him, look at her, they can do it, why can you not?" And when we're doing that, we not only deplete their energy, we deplete our energy. Today, one and most important homework to shift to a yogi life. Every time you meet someone, you're living with people, you're working with people, try and see them in a different way. Soul on a journey, carried many sanskars, not right and wrong, but different. Galat nahi, alag. What is the difference between the energy of alag and galat? What will be the difference in the energy? If I say you are wrong, then the energy that I radiate is disrespect. You are wrong, you are wrong. And if I say you are different, then the energy I radiate is respect and acceptance. Souls are only different. We all have the power to be able to empower people around us and help them to change their sanskars. We can help people to change their sanskars. But for that, we should not criticize them for their existing sanskar. पहला होमवर्क, क्या नहीं करना, क्या नहीं करना, क्या नहीं करना. No criticizing and comparing people for their sanskars. It depletes energy. It depletes energy. It radiates disrespect. It disempowers them, it disempowers us. Always remembering we are different. Expectation from people is natural, right? Right? Apekshaएं रखना, expectations natural? Yes? थोड़ी थोड़ी expectation रखना natural है? Natural है? Let's say for example, I come to your place for dinner tonight. कितनी सब्जी बनाओगे if I come? 56 भोग. Oh. She's raised the bar very, very high. So she loves cooking. Hospitality is her sanskar. So she's going to create a wonderful feast for me. And I enjoy the meal. Few days later, she comes to my place. आप तो पहले ही हंसती है, कमाल है. पहले कैसे हंसती है? And she sees nothing on the dining table. And I ask her, I said, I'm sure you must have had your tea. It's already 6 o'clock. Will you get a little hurt if that happens? Yes? Yes? Getting hurt is natural for a bhogi, not a yogi. Natural की definition change करनी पड़ेगी. अब when you cooked for me, it was through your sanskar. But when you expected from me, you expected that I will have the same sanskar as you. This is one mistake because of which we create so much pain in our relationships. First, you get hurt because I didn't cook for you. And while you're sitting there with me, you start thinking in your mind, I did so much for her when she came. I made 6 things. She should have at least made 3. At least 1. अरे और कुछ नहीं तो खिचड़ी सही. सोचते हैं कि नहीं ऐसा हम लोगों के लिए? इतना सा तो करते, इतना सा तो करते, इतना सा तो करते. नहीं मिला, hurt हुआ. A month later I come to your place again. What am I getting? What am I getting? Everyone check your life and check what did we do with people who don't meet up to our expectations. What do we do when people don't respond the same way as what we had done for them? Are we ready to again cook 10 things for them? And then it's not just cooking, but it is, मैंने उनके लिए इतना किया, इतना किया, इतना किया. उन्होंने मेरे लिए क्या किया? अब मैं भी नहीं करूँगा. And what we do at that time is we give up our quality. And that is why this world is becoming Kali-yuga, because everyone is giving up their quality because we are not finding the same quality in other people. We are not finding it in other people. If we all had just held on to our qualities, understanding that mine is different, yours is different, the world would have been a beautiful place. I always come on time. She never comes on time. No point me going on time from today. Chhod diya. I always work so hard. Everybody else goes home on time. I'm also going to start going early. Chhod diya. Chhod diya. तो हर एक ने अपनी क्वालिटी को क्या करना शुरू किया? छोड़ दिया. Because we expected the other soul to have the same sanskars as us. What is natural? Expectation or acceptance? What is natural? Expectation that your sanskar should be same as me, or acceptance that my sanskars and your sanskars are different? What is natural? How many of you have seen the Awakening program on TV? Yeah? You saw I always wear white sari and come on the program? You know what I was expecting today? किस बात पे ताली बजाए बताओ? अभी सुना भी नहीं मेरी expectation. I just thought I've come all the way so far. You couldn't even wear a white dress for me. इतना सा भी नहीं किया आपने मेरे लिए. Someone's wearing green, someone's wearing pink, someone's wearing red, someone's wearing blue, black. Why couldn't you wear white just for me? इतना भी नहीं कर सकते थे. I'm very hurt. Very hurt. You've let me down. And do you know who's the cause of my pain? Do you see we talk like this to people? Do we talk like this to people? Yes? वैसे why couldn't you just wear one white dress? इतना भी नहीं कर सकते थे? Why didn't you wear, sister? Do you? हाँ जी? संस्कार नहीं, ड्रेस की बात हो रही है सिर्फ. अभी तो संस्कार तक तो हम गए नहीं, अभी तो सिर्फ ड्रेस की बात हो रही है. Why didn't you wear a white dress just for me? हाँ जी? White was not available. One answer. Let's look at, no, they're right. So let's look at all the answers. White was not available. Any other reason? It was not? It was not? We were not told that we were supposed to wear white. Good. What else? Third sister? Beautiful. She said, what I am wearing, I thought that was very beautiful. Why didn't you wear white? Very good. I never thought of it. Can you see all the answers for not meeting up to my expectations? I didn't think of it. I didn't have it. I didn't know it. And I preferred wearing what I'm wearing. Are these answers right? Are these answers right? But I'm so hurt. If these answers are right, then let's apply these answers to everyone with whom we are hurt because they did not meet up to our expectations. The expectation that I have had was very, very small compared to the expectations we have from people. My expectation was just a dress. And look at the expectations we have from people. People cannot keep meeting up to our expectations. And if we are going to create stress, anxiety, anger, pain, hurt every time people don't meet up to our expectations, then living a happy life, healthy life, harmony life will become difficult. Let's shift our programming today. Bhogi life, expectations. Yogi life? Yogi life, acceptance. Acceptance that people's sanskars will be different from my sanskars. I can give advice to them, I can give instruction to them, but finally they will be able to do it best to their capacity. Hoga na aisa? So when we understand that, to फिर गुस्सा करना, getting angry, yes, getting angry, possible ही नहीं है. Let's do a project of 1 week. Today is Sunday, Sunday to Sunday. 1 week, come what may. Let there be any situation, any scene, any behavior. 1 week, I will not react. Who's ready to take it up? फोटो खींचो इनकी सबके. ये सब टीवी पर आ रहे हैं आज लाइव. The people you live with, the people you work with, everybody has seen you. Raise your hand today. Live. It's very simple. We are the master. We choose. We create the thought, the sanskar of our choice. We are not going to live the life of a victim and say, gussa aa gaya. Nahi. I am a master. I am a yogi. Masters are not few. Yogis are not few. Each one of us is a yogi. Each one is a yogi. That is important. Each one is a yogi. Yogi is not based on the color of the clothes we wear, whether Swamiji was wearing orange or I am wearing white. Yogi is the way we think, the way we feel, the way we speak, and the way we behave, and the sanskars of purity that we carry. So 1 week? Yes? Pakka? Pakka? Chahe kuch bhi ho jaye? 1 week? I am a peaceful being. I am a pure being. I accept each one as they are. We have to be very careful what we say I am and what we say for other people you are. If this is my sanskar of anger or any sanskar which is not comfortable, let's say I have it 50% of anger, and if everyone creates a thought for me, look at the amount of anger, kitna gussa karta hai, kitna gussa karta hai, kitna gussa karta hai, kitna gussa karta hai, what will happen to this 50? What will happen to this 50? This will start increasing. So if I have the sanskar of anger 50 and I want to reduce this sanskar, what is the thought that I will have to create? I am a peaceful being. I am a pure being. I am a divine being for myself and for everyone else. If someone comes late, what's the thought we are going to create for them? You know what was the thought we create for people? हमेशा लेट आते हैं. ये तो कभी टाइम पे आए ही नहीं है. सामने वाला कहते हैं ये तो कभी टाइम पे आ ही नहीं सकते. Every thought is influencing reality. Our every thought should be a blessing and change the reality. So if someone has a sanskar of coming late, what is the thought we should create for them? They are, bolo, blessing do, they are not different. What is the blessing we are going to create for them? They are, create a thought which you want the reality to be. They are punctual. They always come on time. हिंदी में एक बहुत सुंदर लाइन है, संकल्प से सृष्टि बनती है. सुनिए लाइन, संकल्प से सृष्टि बनती है. As will be my thought, so will be my world. संकल्प से सृष्टि बनती है. So don't look at the sanskar, what it is now, and think about it. Create a thought and change the sanskar. So if someone has a sanskar of anger, create a thought, I am a peaceful being. Continuously like a mantra, I am a peaceful being, I am a peaceful being, I am a peaceful being. We are changing the programming inside. If I have a sanskar of criticism, I am going to say, I appreciate everyone, I accept everyone. My programming is changing. That is the first step towards changing a sanskar. We do that for the mind, we do that for the body, we will do that for the relationships. If my body has a disease, what is the thought I should create for that? I am healthy, yogi jivan. Because there is a yoga between my mind and the body. So if my mind keeps sending a thought to the body, मैं बीमार हूँ, मैं बीमार हूँ, मैं बीमार हूँ, मैं बीमार हूँ, तो क्या हो जाएगा? बीमार हो जाएगा. But if I'm not well and I start sending a thought, I'm well, I'm fine, I'm healthy, body will start responding. If I have a problem with you in a relationship and I keep sending a thought, problem hai, what will happen to the relationship? Problem बढ़ जाएगी. So what's the thought that I need to send? Beautiful relationship, smooth relationship, harmony, problem ठीक हो जाएगी. That is using the power of our thought to change our destiny. And when we start creating our thoughts like this, we can create happiness here, health here, harmony here, and heaven on earth. That is the power in our every thought. That is the power in our every thought. And Raj Yoga, which is what we will see more in detail as we come to the center or we come tomorrow. Raj Yoga is connecting to that Supreme Being, the ocean of all powers, the ocean of purity. Connecting to Him and charging myself every day. Like we would not leave home without charging the phone, we should not leave home without charging ourselves. Never leave home without charging ourselves. Depleted battery, फिर सारा दिन में बहुत सारे problems आते हैं. So we charge ourselves and then leave for work. And then when a charged battery leaves for work, they will charge everyone they meet. And if we are discharged, whoever we connect with, they will also get discharged. Power है ना? बहुत power है. So let's sit 2 minutes in silence again. And this is the first step of Raj Yoga that we are going to do today. Creating a new way of thinking, a new way of being, a new way of living. And as we create every thought, visualize it happening. And then we will start doing this every morning and every night before we go to sleep. First thing when you wake up, 5 times create this thought. Last thought before going to sleep. And once every hour for a minute. This body is my costume. I am wearing it. I am using it. I, the being, the energy, the creator of every thought, feeling, I am a divine being. Feel yourself. Feel the divinity. What is it like? I am a divine being. See yourself with people at work. People will not be my way. I am a divine being. My every thought and word is a blessing for all. My every thought, word is a blessing for all. Look at yourself with people. Different sanskars. I am a yogi who blesses everyone. My blessing empowers them. My blessing changes their sanskar. I am a yogi soul. I accept each one as they are. I accept each one as they are. I understand it's soul on a journey, different sanskars. Situation not my way, people not my way, and look at yourself there, I the yogi divine being. This is the life of a master. This is who I am. My body is perfect and healthy. My purity radiates to every cell of my body. Feel that energy going throughout the body. Purity and peace flowing through every cell of the body. I am perfect, healthy. I release all the past that I am holding on to. Let go. Let go. Everything of the past that I am holding on to. I understand it was their sanskar. Yogi forgives. Yogi forgets. I release and let go. I am the child of the ocean of purity. I am filled with His purity. I am His angel. I am God's angel. Light, pure and divine. I am His angel. The world is looking for angels. I am His angel. Past is over. Today is a new beginning. A new lifestyle. a yogi lifestyle, the life of a master, in charge, in control.